we are going to make a raw food dessert, something that is so incredibly easy and exciting and delicious. And I used to make this all of the time, and I haven't made it in probably a couple of years. So you, me, and the mangoes are here to show you how easy it is to make a mango pudding. Now, I used to top it with this vanilla cream made out of cashews. And today, if I were going to do that, I would take cashews, macadamia nuts, blend them with water, some sweetener of choice, some vanilla, and then we put that on top. But today, I'm keeping it very simple and doing a mango pudding. And if I feel like it, after I make the recipe, those of you who want to stay tuned, we can discuss something else that comes up. We'll see what comes up today. But for now, I'm going to cut one fresh mango, one or more. You can do as many as you want. It's basically 1 part fresh mango to 1 part dried mango. I ordered my mangoes from Wilderness Family Naturals. They're in Canada, and I got a massive bag of them. So we are going to have our mango. And what I do is you can soak these mangoes, I'll do that right now, in a little bit of water. So it's probably going to be, I don't know, a handful. You could do 1 cup. You could do 1 cup of the dried mango and 1 cup of the fresh mango. So maybe I'll just soak it just like that. It's just one of those days, those slow-moving days, but I decided to make a video anyway because why not? You never know when inspiration is going to strike and somebody needs to know how to make a mango pudding. So here we are. And I will use a less sharp knife for this part, or something a little bit easier, smaller one, easier to manage, let's just say that. So I'll cut little cubes. Got to be really careful cutting mangoes because I've seen people have some serious issues with slipping. So we want to be really careful. And I'm so happy the other day that I got to talk about colon health. It's just, you know, we don't talk about it all the time, but some say that the beginning of all disease and all health starts in the colon. It happens in the intestines. And I really believe it to be true. Our intestines, our internal health is, I don't have to cut it that small. It's just going in the blender. If I were eating it, I would cut it really small. So our colons and our intestines can really dictate how we are doing in life, right? They dictate how much nutrients we absorb through the cilia and the lining. And if our cilia is clogged, we could put in the most gorgeous food and the most gorgeous supplements and the most gorgeous tonic herbs, but if we're kind of clogged, we're not getting the benefit, as much benefit as we would as if we were clean. So the idea is to eat a high raw food diet and to use the fiber as little scrubbing bubbles, like on the inside of the intestines and colon, to pull out whatever's lodged in there. Because I was talking about meat the other day, and you know, if it takes 48 hours for it to travel through a healthy colon, imagine what happens if your colon is stuck. So, you know, I kind of suggested, I know people don't want to give up their meat, but what happens is if your colon is clogged, you're just carrying around a lot of excess, right? And then you end up being full of, and you can't operate from a clean, clear, and bright perspective. You know, we become, if we're holding on to old things and things are putrefying, then not only are we having unwanted or wanted visitors living there, we are carrying around toxicity. So when we are toxic, we behave in toxic manners. We get angry. We lash out at people. We're uncomfortable. No wonder. Which is why I said the other day, like when people act cranky, that's the first thing I think of. I'm like, well, they need a good cleaning. They're behaving in a toxic manner. And when someone's eating too much animal protein, it overtaxes the liver. And so the liver is, we're filtered, it's our body's filter. So we need our liver to be functioning, or else it just isn't processing the uric acid. And sometimes people will smell, and if they have that kind of pungent smell, you can almost bet that the liver isn't working properly. How do you tell besides the smell? Because if it's you, you might want to, first of all, get a blood test. But it shows in the whites of the eyes. A healthy person with a healthy liver has white, 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 white. And when it starts to get yellow, if you notice, I used to notice people who spray pesticides, you know, for the pests and everything, I've seen it, really, really yellow eyes. So the liver isn't getting a chance to clean itself out. So we help it by eating a raw food diet. We help it by doing a colon cleanse, and then we help it even further by doing a liver flush. I can't believe I'm making mango pudding, but this is more important. The mango pudding is the vehicle. I had no idea this was going to come out. So we start, what I would do if I were coming from a standard American diet, I would start adding, I wouldn't give up everything, but I would start adding a smoothie with kale, frozen bananas, some mango, some vanilla, make that the morning breakfast, then a little salad with whatever at lunch, and start slowly. And what happens is we start cleansing, and then going from a standard American diet and then going straight to juices or straight to fasting is very, very hard on the body, and there's a very large chance that there will be a fallback into the old ways, because these things that are living in us and our old behavior patterns will just grab us. They will grab us, and it's strong. It's not a joke. It's not a fake thing that happens. Like, I totally know what it's like to have those cravings. So if you go easy and slowly, have a mango pudding, have a kale salad, have a kale smoothie, have my 1 2 thing green soup, kind of disperse it around, you know, throughout your week. And then what happens is it becomes easier to move towards what I call liquids only. I have a DVD where I explain liquids only is so great for me. As you have a high performance blender, you put in all the fiber, you put in all the nutrients, you could add extra greens, extra spirulina, you could add in all kinds of things, and you can drink something that is easily digestible. And so then you're getting all the fiber. Then you can slowly start moving into more juices, and that's so cleansing. If you just do juices, it's amazing. But I want you to learn how to support yourself day in and day out, right? There's a lot of people who do these juice fasts and they feel amazing, and then they're scared to go back to eating, rightly so, because they haven't learned and educated themselves how to sustain themselves on a plant-based diet, how to sustain themselves on healthy food. You know, healthy eating day in and day out. What happens in the middle of the night when you're hungry? What happens in the morning when you're craving the whatever? Start to learn how to make my tonics. My tonic blend is available for purchase. If you want to get off of coffee, you can make your own tonics. I have a tonic ebook. We have plenty of recipes on this channel for soups and all sorts of things. So I think that is the best way to start cleansing the colon. After you cleanse the colon with your smoothies and your juices, you can get to where you can clean your liver. And then cleaning your liver, Dr. Andreas Moritz, who has since passed, who was just such a wealth of information. The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush is his book. And there's a simple version and a very thick version. I recommend the bigger one, but it takes a while to get through, but it just makes you go, aha, it makes so much sense. This makes so much sense. So we have all of the tools at our disposal. We have Google to search, we have YouTube to search recipes. We have amazing information at our fingertips, and we have beautiful food. So here we have our dried mangoes. They're going in. I'm approximating half and half. Might be heavier on the dried mango because I only cut one fresh mango. If you can't get fresh mango, by all means, you can go ahead and use frozen. It will be cold. So I'll use some of this, not much, and we'll see what happens. I might need more. Okay, so my tamper seems to be missing in action, a little jigger, but I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to rest my hand on the edge so the spatula isn't going to put its plastic self into the blades. And then I will let it spin and fold towards the middle because it's a centrifugal motion in the Vitamix and the Blendtec. And another option is to add a banana. So it would be a banana mango pudding and it would be delicious. Okay, magical, it's delicious, and you know what else it's good for? Can you guess? Baby food. Pure, organic mangoes, wonderful baby food. So you put this in a little white bowl, you make the vanilla. I'm sure somewhere on this channel I've put a vanilla cream. I would be so surprised if I don't have it. You drizzle on top, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous dessert, a breakfast. So I'm really excited. I know my friend Carrie, hi Carrie, I'm gonna give her some tomorrow because she's been asking for this. It's been a long time since I made it. See, that just goes to show there's so many incredible things to make that you could actually forget about the things you used to like to make, and we need to remind ourselves. So if there's anything that you have remembered on this channel that I used to make and I haven't made in a long time, please post below. If there's something you'd like me to make, let me know. But in the meantime, I do like to keep it really simple because it does not have to be complicated. Let's say you didn't have a fresh mango, you don't have frozen mangoes. You could do dried mango and banana, the soap water. So I'm really excited. This could be my dinner. There are no rules. The only thing that you want to remember is that you can have this first. Food combining, to me, how I remember it, is the rate of digestion. So fruit is going to digest much quicker than heavy things like macadamia nuts, like avocado, or much of the nuts, right? So you would want to eat your fruit first, and then you'd eat the nuts about an hour later. Sometimes we do, you know, we blend nuts and almond milk and fruit, and sometimes we eat, you know, dried cherries and walnuts in a chocolate I've been making lately. So on occasion I do that, but it's not a big practice of mine to like eat a scoop of this and then put some walnuts in my mouth. That's not something that I would do. But if it happens that you make the mango pudding and you drizzle a little bit of a cashew cream on top, nothing bad's gonna happen to you, you know, unless you're super, super sensitive. But if you're coming from a standard American diet, you really can't have a party with this stuff. And then little by little, you'll start to clean it up even further. So, bon appetit, everybody. Get your mango pudding on. Definitely get your greens on. It's the first step to optimal health. There is no magical pill. You know, all of these beautiful supplements and the hot tonic drinks I use are so wonderful, magical, tonifying for the organs. They help you be nurturing. They warm your spleen. They help your digestive fire. But without the diet that's going to clean us up and nutrient dense fortify us, then you know, there is no magic pill or no magic supplement. We gotta do the work, and the work is very pretty. So on that note, everybody, I will see you really soon.